Hey guys, Angelo. I didn't want to do that, but I said, well, it would be nice to do it. Just start right now that live streaming where I'm gonna be rebuilding the SI77, the Yamaha, and I hope so. You guys can enjoy that. And so let's go. Let me just finish a few things here. So, okay, guys, let's start it. Um, as you guys know, for the last few weeks, I already start to. I got since I got that SI77. I've been through a lot of things. When it came up, they came in a really bad shape, and I had some broken parts. Do the FedEx just once again broke up one more of my toys. But anyway, I think everything is up and good right now. The last part that I was needing to finish was the LCD back screen, the backlight, because it wasn't working properly. I already installed a new one on the display already. I forgot to do before, and I'm gonna do right now. Uh, Let me just get the main board on here. Is to install a new battery. Uh, that's the old one. I removed that already, and so the new battery I can install support, so I can have a regular CR 2032 on it. And so let's go. Let's do it. I just need to do a little adjustment on here to get that straight in place. And what I'm gonna say was that baby gave me a lot of work, but I hope so. In the next hour or so, everything gonna be up and running, and just enjoy. If nothing goes wrong, which I hope nothing wrong gonna happens. everything looks good. And you guys can see here, a new battery is on it. So let's start from the beginning. I'm kind of lost already here. So many things. There's so many screws, but let's start it. Prop drive has been cleaned. It's not perfect as I want it to be, but ejection, all the mechanisms being clean and smooth. And that gonna be probably a long streaming. So if you guys have patience and get along the way, we'll be doing everything like slow and the way how I always do it, because I don't like to rush up anything or do anything wrong. So let's get some popcorn, get your seatbelts, and let's see. The four dry screws for the dry is right here. So just get all the parts on the side here. Everything was like really rusted and everything. See, I painted everything. As you guys has been following for the last few weeks, I just have to put that baby like to the ground, So like that part that came all broken, I used some I put a little drip of super glue first. Then after this, I used some epoxy. So they are really good right now. And it's been like drying up for more than a week. So I think it'll be more than enough to get a good, rebounding on all those parts. And we have no more problems at all. Before I start, I just want to make sure that I'm not be damaging or doing anything on it. Let me just do a little clean on this one here. And now, yeah, everything smooth, nothing to damage or anything on the surface. first thing I'm gonna do here is get that display back in place. And it's been like more than a week already that I put everything apart, and I have to remember a few steps because my mind's been crazy. And if I just missed some steps and get back, don't be mad, guys, because my mind is being, like I said, crazy. And as you guys saw before, I removed all those micro switches all over the front control because some of them were like corroded, and that I figured out, I read online, that was a big problem with all those machines over the time. All those switches get like corroded inside and start not to working. So though that was one of those first things that I wanted to really do it, and you know, take care about the problem. And Jonathan, as I told you in the beginning, that was I didn't do before was just because exactly that. I didn't want to put it back without put a new backlight on it. So that's the old one. The new is already on the place. I'm just doing that to remove any kind of fingerprints that I left on the board while I was working on it. And I always like to do that too. I just saw here that's two micro switches that I put it in, and one of the pins are not well soldered. Let me just. Here we go. There's too many screws on that baby. Yeah. Just put one screw on each side just to keep the board in place. So I'm not gonna be touching them too much anymore. Everything's clean on that here too. I just need to get some pictures that I got before because my mind's not getting so good anymore. Yep. And that one goes back on that side. I Before I get here, let me just get this one back too. Before I forget. Sorry guys, kind of boring, but since YouTube do not allow music or anything, I don't want to risk and get a video blocked. That happened before when I started a while ago. So since then, when I'm doing like any video recording or any streaming or anything else, no more music, radio, or anything on it, just in case. And at least I like silence. That's one more point. just a little bit, just hand tight. Don't tie too much any screws. Because things like that it's an old synth. The plastics are not like 100% anymore, and I don't want even to use an electric screwdriver or anything. Sweet. Yep, that's good. That one goes upside down, or no, that goes on that way. So well, my first mistake. I think I was supposed to get the bracket on the bottom first before I put the switches on it. That's what I said. My mind's not getting so good anymore. So, and like I said, that's been sitting here on my bench for a week, almost 2 weeks already, and just follow my instincts. Block goes right there. So let's get some magnetic. Much better now. I think the flop drive I can put that later on. Let me see. Okay, let's side zone it. Good. Looks like the way I glue it, everything, all the screws came up because all those posts underneath here were broken, as you guys can see here. And when I glue it, looks like I glue it on the exactly right place. What is a good sign. Yep. Start getting forward. That's a monster. So here is the key bed. Before that, I took everything like completely disassembly apart, as you guys saw probably few posts before, and I repainting the whole bed because they were really corroded. I took every single key, I washed everything, everything is clean and smooth as it should be. Let me see that little board here too. I forgot about that one. Oh, I almost forgot about that one here. That is a over touch, I think so, controller. And that board, after I took it out, I'm not sure if you guys will be able to see here, but right here the board's cracked. I have three lines that's broken. Let me just repair that one before I go any further. I mean the afterthought. Sorry, my mind's been crazy and I'm losing few words sometimes. But is what it is, you know. Note the velocity. I removed the whole thing, and I saved the strip aside before I do the painting and everything. And after I put it back, I tested everything and seems to be working fine too. Well, looks like the board is cracking the top, but the lines by itself didn't split apart. But just to make sure and to be on the safe side, and that's it. The ring resoldered. Now just get this one here, and this is acetone. And a little a tip for you guys: never play with acetone close to anything that is plastic, because if that drops, it will be a big mess, especially like keys or front panels or anything like how I'm working right now. So keep in a safe distance of everything. And here you go, clean as should be. And that one here is one more thing. When I got that one here, someone tried to work on that synth before, and I was looking on the manual. They lost two little pieces of metal that goes here, that keeps that board a little bit higher, to because sometimes they don't want, I don't want them touching the keys down here. So I have to improvise right now and try to make two little pieces of metal or plastic just to go underneath the board, to keep like a little bit more space in between the keys down and the board on the top itself. So, but I have an idea already. Let's see if it gonna works. Let's see if I can find here. And something that I almost forgot, and I saw on my desk right now, the filts that goes over here. I mean here. Let you put them back too. But let's try first to solve that problem with that little board right there. Okay, I have the saw right here, and I think that is what I'm looking for, and I hope so. They gonna works. Oh yeah, looks like it was made for here. It's a plastic tube for the pen, and yep, exactly same size and fitting. That's awesome. So I just need to cut two pieces, probably like 2.5, 3 millimeters each, and just put them right here to give some space on that board. So instead to use that saw, since I got that piece that's really a soft plastic, I'm gonna see if I just can cut it with a blade. How is the blades going through here? Here we go. I got a blade here, and let me just make some room on here. Oh, don't fly away. So try to make another piece with exactly same size. And here we go. two plastic stands, exactly the same size, and which goes on here and here. Sweet. Now just got the two screws that was supposed to go here. Which is this one here. Oh, I missed a screw. I try to keep everything safe and together all the time, but I don't like when this happens. Even that's a magnetic cup. So don't let. Oh, I found it. Here we go. Those are the two screws that's supposed to go over here. And nice and smooth. That's why I don't like when people got like, yeah, I saved that pen here because last week when I saw that was missing those spacers, I found that pen that I said, oh, looks like are the same thing. But I didn't test it. I just tested right now, and they came exactly this exactly same size and fit. So I'm locked on that. I'm gonna save that pen for something else. So board is in place. Let me just solder the velocity strip down here. Here we go. Board in place, everything in place. Let's put that blade back because I don't like see anything sharp at all playing around. Always play safe. I have to remember how those things were here now. I got lost. Let's just get my pictures here. Yeah, and I'm gonna get the keyboard assembly here too. But before I do anything, as I said, I forgot two little things that is not supposed to be out. Let's just put them back right away. Let's just do a little bit more cleaning on that one here. See the field that got back on here. And there's one more that is on the other side here on that potentiometer right there. And sorry guys, as I said, it's gonna be slow and I have no hurry, no nothing. And that's for me is fun just to relax, you know, especially right now we can't even get out of our homes or do anything. So that came somehow on a perfect timing for me just to be here and relax. And again, I was supposed to be listening a nice music right now, but unfortunately, if I do, YouTube will block the video. So no music, no nothing, just my boring voice. And this one goes right here. Just to avoid too much dust going through the sliders. And before I forget, there is that little piece right here. I know I removed that one from one of those screws here. I knew where it was before because that thing was so rust and was a big mark where they are located. But after I painting, they just disappeared. I have to look to my pictures again. Here we go. But I'm just gonna open instead of pictures, I'm gonna open the service manual. That will be easier. Hold on a second. I have the manual on my phone here right away. Oh, here we go. And down. Oh, here we go. I can see I have the manual here on my phone as I'm using. Usually, guys, just for those that don't know, that's my lab, and I was supposed to be moving out. Uh, I was supposed to be moving out by the end of last month, but due that whole craziness that's going around right now, I wasn't able to move out, and my whole lab is being disassembled. I'm just using my was my workbench that's here right now, but all my stuff, everything is gone, is already packed, and I'm just here try to struggling and no, to keep things right now at least running. And no, here we go. That one goes back on here, as they're gonna probably gonna be sitting up later on, and one of those sides here. So since I got the service menu open, let me just take a look on here. Bingo, bingo, bingo. Here. The ace, the transformer is right here. Power supplies here. Just before I also put it in, just making sure that's not bad connections on those boards. Oh, I see some really, it's not really a really bad connection yet, but starting to break the soldering in some joints. That I'm just correcting it right away. If I find everything here. Everything else is good. Just one more thing that I don't like to see at all. I forgot to get that little metal piece of the power supply, and there are some little rust on it. And I gonna do just a little cleanup on that piece. I don't know why, but since I start to look, uh, reading and see forums about the SI77, SI99, I see a lot of people complaining about rust and things on those keyboards. And I'm wondering if that is a flaw on the project, or if all the people that get those things at the time, they are really, really like, have no care at all about the synth and drop liquids or whatever it is on those keyboards. But that's a really sad thing to see. I've seen so many people showing pictures and stuff for those keyboards, and all of us have like rust all over the place. Something is dead. All those switches on the front panel over the time stops to working, you know. But luckily, I hope so that baby it will last 30 years more, and I have no plans for selling or do anything, and I hope so. In 30 years, that baby is still running smooth on my hands. Because I'm a kind of guy, I'm not like, I would say, like, really, really, like, crazy about it, but I'm a little prick about cleaning and, caring about devices. Here we go. Now, just the board here that a little bit dust. looks a lot better right now. Just a little cleaning. So the prop, power supply, and the transformer always goes on that side here. Like that, I assume. So yep, the AC transformer. Luckily, that's no rust, no nothing on the transformer. That's good. I'm just gonna check some dusty that's on it. And on this keyboard, the main reason that I did that whole thing, I disassembled everything. Uh, take everything. First of all, was too much rust, and when I got that keyboard, they stink cigarettes. And I don't smoke. I never smoke in my life. And there's a kind of thing that, for me at least, is disgusting. I hate the smell. I can tell the smell. There's a stink of nicotine, and that drives me crazy. So that was one of the main reasons that I like to get to it and just disassemble everything and fix it everything, you know. So okay, I think that all the minimum, the small details are being corrected right now. Which one is what takes more time? So let's see now if we can just can start jump to the really mountain. Okay, so that mounting here goes underneath. And which way? It starts on that way. Or like that. Okay. So the large one, that one's supposed to come here. I don't like this one here. Is still not dusty, but anyway. Sorry, guys, but I need to get my other laptop to get close by here. Look at that, it's being a big mess here right now, and I need to get my laptop to see the pictures that I took when I was disassembling. Hold on. I have to set up because all my pictures are on my network, and I need to see those pictures because I don't remember exactly all the steps backwards to reassembly on here. And just grab a network cable. Okay, put it here. Sorry guys, how like I said, this is everything messed up here because I'm in process of moving out and my whole lab is being already disassembled and it's being just a big mess all over the place here. So I can't even find a network cable around here. That's nice. And I had everything set up here and now I could not even find a network cable. Sweet. Network cable found. Let's set up that laptop on the side here. There's the AC adapter. So let me just open my network here and get to my come on. And looks like I didn't upload those pictures to my network drive yet. 223. No, that's not 223 at all. Okay, I have to get here. Guys, sometimes sucks when you start to get like not old but too many things on your mind, and you get overwhelmed and your mind doesn't work properly like it was before. So I have to, sorry about that, I have to figure out exactly where all those things goes before I proceed and go ahead and do something else on here. All right, I'm copying right now all my files from my that is on my other computer to my network drive so I can access from my other laptop here on my desk, and I can trace back how I have to put it back here. Sorry about that. Sometimes when you disassemble something and put it back the same day is okay, but after 2 weeks sitting here and too many other things that I've been done so far in those last few days, no, things happens. Here we go. Pictures are being loaded already. Just a few more minutes until everything came up. So in that meantime, let's see what else can I just get like rolling here. So let's just, in that meantime, get this on the side. Let's see if I can just mount that flop drive here. Get this down here and just get the flop drive mounted. And there is another piece that should be somewhere here. on the other side. Keep on there. And here we go. Let's get the card mount. Put it back. Where is that little brush that was here? I see a little piece of rust that was still inside here, but it's just cleaned. That's some dusty. I forgot to wash that bezel here. So, but they're clean. But like I said, I am kind of annoying with cleaning. When I'm doing something, I like to do it well or do not do it at all. Those are the slots for the CF cards and for the memory expansions. Great. No more dust at all. There's a tree on here. That should be those three. Right. This one goes here. Let's just finish here. Let's see if my pictures already are loaded, so I can just. Here we go. I think so. They are right here. I usually send everything that I do just for on those cases, because sometimes I know my mind already and I know how things goes, and it's been crazy for me lately. So it's not that folder. And again, sorry guys, just a little patience, because like I said, I'm running everything here in improvisation because my whole lab is down already, and I just have my empty bench here. I just put some my soldering station stuff here. I have my tools. As you guys can see in the back, here's a big mess. All my tools, most are being boxed already, and nothing I can really do at that time, you know. 321st. So yeah, my folder of pictures not being fully loaded yet. Still loading. That large one, that small one. Keyboard assembly. Okay. This one here. So on there too. Okay, I got it now. So where the little screws again? Where are they? No, that was one more down here I saw before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Now I'm missing a screw here now. Things that I don't like. But looks like I'm missing one little screw. Or it was missing before, I don't remember, because as I said, that keyboard, someone played with that before and they was like all messed up inside, and I'm sure I keep everything well organized and I don't like to lose screws at all. So my only opinion on that is that little screw probably was missing before, since it's not on here. And it's not on the floor here. So I'm gonna find one more little screw because I don't want to leave that screw missing. And I know I have plenty of those around here. I'm gonna find one. Let's just get those first. And my screw box is somewhere here. Here we go. I found one that's exactly the same ones as the original. Great. I love this. All right. That goes on here. So yeah, so that part is the one that goes on here for sure. Yes. Here we go. So okay, that's out for now. Let me just leave that one down here because I can get to that later. I'm not being mounting that right now. That is completely annoying. Assembly, okay, remove, follow back. Wow, guys, my mind is crazy today. Like I said, I'm lost here. I forgot exactly where those two isolators goes to. Oh, I believe this one here. This one here. Guys, sorry, but I'm lost on here. I have to get the manual here and see exactly how I gonna disassemble that whole thing. Sorry about that, but it will take longer than I thought because I completely forgot how I took everything apart. Like I said, it's been 2 weeks already and I'm lost. That is, which board is this? That's the DM1 and that's the DM2. That's the DM1. That should be right here. And that's the DM2. That is right here. Like this. Okay. I have to get the steps back all the way back to remember. So, okay. Okay, remove the power transformer. That's the power supply. Okay. Remove down. Down. Guys, if you remember those two isolators, I cannot find my pictures here still loading from my other hard drive. Let's see if they finish load here. Okay, I finally got my pictures here. Now it'll be easier. All right. This one is right here. Mm-hmm. Okay, I got one. Okay, now goes there. Sorry guys, but I'm getting crazy here. That's how this goes. One goes all the way down here. This one goes on here. Okay. Sorry guys, but this time I think I messed up. I knew I should have documented better everything here, but my mind is being unbelievable crazy, and right now I'm not even like thinking well. Something missing here. Pictures. Sorry guys, but my mind is getting crazy right now, and that's what happens. And I gonna just take a break, and I will gonna finish that a little bit later because I'm tired right now. And I completely forgot how I disassembled that. I gotta take my pictures, take my logs, and see how I did everything. So I will finish that later on. Sorry about that, but unfortunately, I'm not being able to finish right now. My mind's already getting crazy. I'll be back later on.